Ladies, and some men too, many of us love our routine trips to the salon, whether we're getting our nails done or a pedicure or something else. That me time we spend getting pampered can be priceless, but if you're not careful, some beauty boosting regimens could also be dangerous. We apply, spray, inject, glue, and even rip. All in the name of looking good, but your beauty routine may be dangerous, even deadly.
Come on, Choo-Choo!
Nancy Swanson picked up hepatitis B from a pedicure. A serious liver infection turned her skin yellow and made her gravely ill.
My liver was shutting down.
Dr. Stacy Shimento says other infections like staph and MRSA can spread during a visit to the salon.
A lot of times you have some of these various bacteria that grow within the actual pedicure bowls.
The bacteria can enter the body through openings in the skin. Shimento says never have a pedicure if you have cracked heels or an open wound. Bring your own instruments and ask about how your salon sanitizes.
Our nail tech, he sterilizes all his tools that he works with.
Spray tans are a popular beauty trend, but new research shows they may not be all that safe. Scientists at the University of Pennsylvania exposed live cells to DHA, the key ingredient in spray tans. They found the chemical caused genetic changes in the cells.
So we're still not exactly sure how this affects the human body.
Wear protective eyewear, lip balm, and nose plugs so the chemical does not get inhaled or ingested.
I also use little nose plugs to put inside my ears.
This is how it is.
Artificial eyelashes are another potential beauty hazard. Carola Parmigiano applied them at least once a week for 6 years.
For me, it became an addiction because it looks so good on camera, looks so good on pictures that I said I cannot live without it.
But the lashes caused a bad infection in her eye, which is still irritating.
My eyes just was totally red.
Applying the glue too often can also rip out your own lashes and cause permanent hair loss. Waxing can also be a danger if the wax is too hot.
Burns, permanent scarring, discoloration.
Double dipping the stick can spread bacteria in the pot and cause infection. Never wax if you have a cut or open sore. Laser hair removal is a popular treatment, but the numbing cream can be a danger.
It can sometimes cause some particular side effects that can be deadly.
A couple of years ago, 2 women who applied the cream and wrapped their legs with plastic to enhance the effects died. Dr. Shimento says only apply the cream under doctor's supervision. Use as little as possible and only apply it to small areas. Beauty advice that could prevent a hazard from happening to you. And another hazard that may be in your bathroom cabinet, makeup. Fords.com reported 2 FDA investigations showed varying amounts of lead were found in every lipstick tested. Lead was even found in some popular brands like Revlon, MAC, and L'Oreal. 33% of mascaras tested in an Oklahoma College of Optometry study had some sort of bacteria in them, which can put you at risk for an eye infection. Mascara should be tossed after 3 months. Also, read the ingredients in your beauty products. If they aren't listed, don't use the product. So we heard about some of these things that can happen in a salon, but many precautions can be taken to prevent things like infections and burns. And joining us today to tell us about those precautions is Drexel Davison, owner of Bad Hair Day in Rehoboth Beach. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
Now, in that piece, we saw the lady who contracted hepatitis B from a pedicure. What does Bad Hair Day and I guess many other salons on Delmarva do to prevent that?
Yeah, sure. Wow, what a piece. So the proper way to defend against hepatitis B and other similar conditions is to stop cross-contamination. And there are several ways to do this. One, you want to make sure that your salon spa is using proper cleansing solutions, a good hospital-grade solution, and they're using clean, fresh towels. You want to make sure that they're putting a clean, fresh towel down on any space that you're going to step once you take your shoes off. So you're stepping onto a towel before and after your service. Make sure that your tech wears gloves. Our techs wear gloves for all manicure and pedicure services. This allows you to get a more thorough service. They can get deeper into the needs that you have for your manicure or pedicure.
And your techs are licensed and trained, right?
Correct, yep. Our techs are licensed and trained. Correct. Important to be licensed, but more important to be well trained. And Delaware's done a good job in the past couple years of checking to see that licenses are up to date, which is great. We have hand sanitizer from the front door to the back door. We encourage our people and our guests to sanitize their hands regularly before and after every service, before and after every guest.
What about the water? Can you ask that your water be fresh water, or you can ask about it?
You know, all water should be fresh. We installed a water purifying system years ago, and many salons and spas do, but really it's about the city taking care of the city water, isn't it? But more important than the water, and one of the most important things, is the bucket that the water's in.
Right.
You don't want to use a bucket that breathes, like a wooden bucket that could hold bacteria. You want a good plastic bucket that you can spray. And stay away from pedicure units that have the built-in motorized spa systems.
Right, the
This is
jets.
one of the worst things you can do. The bacteria and the dead skin, it accumulates behind the jets. If you're going to a salon that uses these, they need to be taken apart, and they need a bleach run through them at least once a day, but it's meant to be run through after every single guest. Those jets are some of the most dangerous things that you can do.
That's amazing. Now, we discussed the makeup and potential hazards there, even fake eyelashes. I know prom season's coming up. A lot of girls like to get the fake eyelashes. What can be done to prevent any kind of problems with makeup?
Cool. Makeup, you want to use a good makeup. We use Aveda makeup. It's chemical free. So you want to start there and make sure you're using a good makeup. Throw old makeup away. So use a fresh new container of makeup and make sure that your salon is doing the same. Your makeup artist should have at least two sets of brushes. So when they use a set on you, they can spray them, sanitize them, set them aside for at least 10 minutes so that they can be clean themselves, and use the next set. So make sure they have several sets of brushes to use. If they're using disposable little sanitary brushes, that's a great thing. Make sure none of the brushes or implements ever touch a surface. Should always be laid down on a paper towel or some type of thing.
Now, when it comes to wax, quickly, you want to make sure it's not hot and you don't get burned, right?
Yep, you do. It should be just close to body temperature, no more. You want to take a look at that pot, make sure it's somewhat clean and organized. If the wax gets too low in the pot, this can be hazardous. It creates heat. The less wax absorbs most of the heat, and it's hotter than if it was a full pot.
All right, and make sure they don't double dip. Thank you so much, Drexel, for joining us. And if you'd like more information on Bad Hair Day, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. And Drexel, you're going to stick around for a little bit because you're going to help shave Jimmy. Now we see it, now we don't. Can't wait to see that. And once we leave the salon, many of us have our own beauty regimen we carry out at home. Up next, WBOC's Aisha Khan shares some of her favorite homemade beauty products. But if it's sleep you're after, Dr. Oz has a few safe sleep aid alternatives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. In today's stressed out world, is it any wonder that 1 in 3 folks suffer from insomnia? Glycine, a calming amino acid, can help promote deep sleep. Jujube, the red Chinese date, has been used for thousands of years as a sleep aid. And wild lettuce extract also has sedating effects.